Matt Gay set to kick off.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. Evans now to return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Let's go. Now it's a bootleg for him. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This finds Chark complete.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. That's caught beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Okonkwo brings it in. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Chark there to haul it in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans finish up an excellent opening series. Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And look at this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here we go, set. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. 60. Ready. Trying again following the sack. He lets a heater go deep. Middle. Big game downfield. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's got a man left. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Let's go. 19,
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Titans will have a 1st down. From the red zone now. Catch made by Chark. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
He rolls to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So the Titans left with a 4th down, and we're going to see Nick Folk after the try. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. The kick by Gano is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Return coming from the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Set. Set, go.
Give now to the running back. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They give it to him again. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Second down and 10. Daniels escapes the pocket. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Titans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fun.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interception.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second down.
19 Lions. Set.
Running back sent in motion. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Play fake here, Daniels. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and long. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out.
The Titans take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He tucks it and takes. The ball is loose. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. 1 play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line.
With the score, Titans.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Just a field goal separates these two. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Lorenzo Carter there to bring him down. Stuffed at the line a 2nd time, and now it'll be 3rd and 10.
Set. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out a yard or 2 shy of the 15. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Here we go. Set.
Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. He can run it. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. room down the left sideline. He's at the 30. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return. Oh, I love that. We actually heard the crowd swell twice during the course of that play. Once as the fumble was forced and the return started to pick up steam, and then again when he didn't end up scoring.
I think we all love these huge screens and these video boards, and we get to watch replays. But, Kate, sometimes these guys returning it, you know what?
Yeah.
They'll look up to that scoreboard. They'll look up there, and they won't realize they didn't just quite get to the end zone. I know he'll be thinking about it, that he couldn't finish it off, even amidst all this celebration.
Throwing now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll score! Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Titans make it a 10-point ball game.
Commanders 7. Nick Folk to kick off for the Titans.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready?
From the gun, it's Daniels. On the move, headed right. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
And these pass rushers in the game today, they are so doggone good. Not only are they good at getting home and sacking the quarterback, look at this. He was fighting the blocker. He kept his eyes on the ball, times it perfectly, and he forces a pass breakup.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
79 Broncos. 70.
They bring McLaurin in motion right.
Ready.
On 2nd and 10 now. Daniels has him on the quick hitter. And what a hit there. Ouch, he pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down.
Let's go. Check go.
Blown back gets the handoff. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Check. Ready.
Another carry for him. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Go. Hut.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Pickup of 2 here. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
He put some juice on a deep throw. He's got it deep downfield. And that's a Washington touchdown. And And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Throwing from the gun here. And that one's going to hit the turf.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Throwing now off play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Hits him on the out route. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. Chased out to his right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Titans looking for a score before halftime. The kick by Gano is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker, and now they've got a 1st inside the red zone. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone, instead stuffed at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Pass play on 1st and goal. The back's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. That gives him a marked distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year, and it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans make it a 10-point ball game.
Commanders 14.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Samuel now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one's incomplete over the middle. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Go! 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hunt.
Throwing from the gun. Completed left side to Samuel. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Go!
Daniels back to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Ready!
Again, Daniels to the air. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Washington. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Extra point converted by Gay. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal gain. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hawk 70.
He's dropping back to throw. Taking a deep shot here. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans grow their lead just before halftime. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Samuel now to return it. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He fires one deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. Here's pressure, and he is dropped by the Titans. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Amani Hooker has it. And the Titans get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
He lets a heater go deep middle. He's got it at the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Got his target, it's Tony. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout, and they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. The kick by Gano is good, and that pushes the lead up to 13. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Hand off to the back. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jeffrey Simmons that time on the tackle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Back to the well again. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Brought down on the play by T'Vondre Sweat. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll manage to get this one down to the 27. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Go.
To throw, Daniels. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Ready? Set, go.
Working inside the red zone. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Titans get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Let's go now.
They'll try and throw it here into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Tennessee.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Catch made by Chark. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackle made on the play by Dietrich Wise. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Tight. 60 by 6.
Setting up a throw. Oh, trying forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Mike Sainristil makes the play. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He's on the move. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a 1st. They'll throw it again. Completed to his running back. And he gets him around 6 there. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Ready up.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
32-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Set.
Play fake here, Daniels. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
42. Commanders 21. Nick Folk to kick off for the Titans.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come 19. Come 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Take go.
Daniels coming back after that pick. Hits his running back. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington first. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Commanders with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the... From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing now, Daniels. That's taken in by Samuel. Side of the field.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front and to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
He put some juice on a deep throw. He's got it deep downfield. And that's a Washington touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got it at the 6. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans stretch their lead to 21. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Samuel now to return it. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Daniels. Gets it to him on the screen. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now.
Set. Hut.
From the 39. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Go. Go.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Flush down out to his left. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Hold the ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they pick him off again! Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Bronco 80. Let's go now.
They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Ready.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Set. Go. Go. Check. Check. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Again, a run with Pollard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
It's a design boot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Now on fourth down, one of the greats, Johnny Hekker, out to punt this away. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Commanders will go on offense.
Ready. Dragon 60. Hurt.
They kick the running back in motion. Daniels on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Working quickly here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Offense in the hurry up here. Out of the gun, Daniels. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
Come on, set.
1st down from the red zone. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Gay with the point after. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Titans are able to cover up the kick.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. They give to Pollard from the gun. Oh, he trucked that defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Right back to Pollard. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
The give on 2nd to Pollard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing now from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Now it's Nick Folk to try the Titans field goal. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. The kick by Gano is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go!
To throw, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Got to hurry this to the line.
the 26-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Set up.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. On first down, here's Daniels. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. So it'll be second down.
Trap 60. Ready? Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Set up.
Again, Daniels to the air. That's complete. McLaurin along the sideline. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on fourth down.
Let's go now. Ready?
From the gun, it's Daniels. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jack Jones has got it. And the Titans are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Hey, check that. Check out.
He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.